Hello again. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a profile for an archetype I actually really enjoy that's considered non-meta. It has a very gimmicky mechanic to it. I actually managed to place first at the locals using Triamids. It wasn't a big one, mind you, but most of the players were using meta. My matchings were True Draco, I lost. Vendred, I won 2-0. Blue Eyes, I 2-0'd. And I went to game 3 against the True Draco. I played another, I think, Vendred deck and 2-0'd that. And I played against Heroes and 2-0'd those as well. So I only lost once. And that was in a game of 3 against True Draco because he masterpieced me and I couldn't get over it. But I'll just go along with the monster for now and I'll explain the cool mechanic afterwards. Triamid Dancer. Once per turn you can target a Triamid card in your grave, shuffle it into the deck, and then all your rock monsters gain 500 attack and defense permanently. I'll explain what the cool second effect is afterwards. Triamid Hunter. Please ignore this, by the way. I just like to look at light swords while I'm doing profiles. This Triamid Hunter. While there's a field spell on the field, doesn't have to be your own, you get 2 normal summons per turn. Basically, is what he does, which is really good. It's really nice for getting field presence because none of this deck doesn't really do any special summoning. Master. You can send one face-up Triamid card, doesn't matter where it is, to the graveyard to destroy a set card your opponent controls, or on your own field if necessary. So, like, he'd be good in if you were playing like True Draco in this. You could pop your set ones to activate their destruction effects, or their grave effects, I guess. Sphinx. He's the boss monster, quote unquote. He's really hard to summon unless your opponent is being really stupid. His effect is when a Triamid card is destroyed, summon it from your hand. So if they're smart enough to get around that little tidbit, then you lose. For the majority's sake, you're not going to win. But as long as he's on the field, your opponent can't attack anything else. And he gains 500 attack for every Triamid, or for every different field spell in the grave. And there's 3 in the deck, so he's at 4k. As long as you have another Triamid card on the field. You can chain him to summon more than one, so your opponent basically can't attack. So it's very interesting. That's the Triamids. If I will just keep it there. For the rock support, I have 3 Land Robe. He's good for like flipping things face down, just for the sake of getting over them, like Exceeds, Fusions, Synchros, and a lot of other boss monsters that can be susceptible to being booked. 1 Grand Marg. You flip it down, you tribute him to summon him, and destroy the card. Because when he's tribute summoned, you can target any set card and blow it up. 1 Mega Grand Marg. Similar effect. You can tribute him, obviously, by using 1 tribute summon monster. If he's summoned using an Earth monster, what is it? No, you can target 2 set cards to destroy him. If you summon using an Earth monster, you get to draw 1. Regardless of if you destroy something or not. 1 Grand Mole. This is a staple in any rock stun. 1 Mega Rock. This is an older one. Summon it by banishing any number of rock monsters from your grave. And his attack becomes the number removed to summon him times 700. So he's not bad. He's like one of those really clutch options that you just summon for the sake of running over everything, or OTK. A Power Giant. You can special summon pitching level 4 or lower. and he loses levels equal to it. So if you wanted to play like rank 3s, you could pitch a level 3, summon him, normal dancer, or hunter, and one block dragon. This card's really good if you play it along with the double sphinx. You can't normal summon. You special by removing 3 earth monsters from your hand or grave, and you can't be summoned by any enemies. Rock monsters I control, but the controller has on the field, can't be destroyed except by battle. So you have 2 sphinxes, like say here, and him. They can't attack the sphinxes because it says you can only attack sphinx, and there's 2. And this, so they can't be destroyed by card effects. So you basically lock your opponent out of doing most things. And now for the field spells. We play Triple Fortress. All rock monsters gain 500 defense. Triamid monsters on the field can't be destroyed by card effects. And for the gimmicky part of the archetype, during your opponent's turn, you can send a field spell you control to the grave to activate a Triamid one that has a different name than the one you've sent. And they all have send effects. This one, when it's sent, if it's sent from the field to the grave, target a Triamid in your grave and add to your hand. Cruiser. Each time you normal summon a rock monster, you gain 500. If you normal summon a Triamid, you can draw one and discard one. And if it's sent from the to the field of the grave, add a Triamid from your deck to your hand. King Golem. All rocks gain 500. If a Triamid you control attacks, your opponent can't do anything. They're locked out of options for the rest of the turn, like for the battle. And if it's sent from the field to the grave, special summon a Triamid from your hand. So this is basically the best way to get out of Sphinx. You'd send it with a Triamid on your opponent's turn to set Fortress, and special him so they can't bottomless or torrential. They can't strike it either because it's being summoned by a spell effect, and they can't warning it because it's not the activation of a spell card that's doing it, it's the effect when it's sent to the graveyard. So they can't get it. They literally can't box him. They can't kill him on summon. Triple MST. I play Twister, but you don't want to pitch any of them. You want to keep everything in hand. So this is the best option right now. Soul Charge. Get back your low level ones. Upstart, just for the free draw. 2 Metaverse. I want to bump this to 3. This is better than Terraforming, except for the fact that it's a trap card. Because it can either add one to your hand, or it can activate it. So if you don't open with one, you have this. You could set this. In your opponent's enemies, you could activate this to activate a spell from your deck, chain their effect to send to the grave to play another one, and then get their grave effect. Because they're all, this one is, oh my god, the other ones are quick effects, and the grave effect is a if, so it can't miss timing, so it has to activate if you choose to let it. And then 3 Pulse. It's like the only real trap card of the deck, and you can banish any combination of rock or fields, 2 of, to either target a face-up aside from itself and destroy it, summon a rock from your graveyard in defense position, or Avarice 3 field spells in your grave and draw 1. And that's it. Honestly, the deck's pretty consistent. It can brick, quote unquote, sometimes, but it's not bad, in all honesty. I mean, if you open with a field spell and a Triamid, you're pretty much set. And that happens a lot. So, if you enjoyed it, give it a shot. By all means, the deck is actually super fun. And not many people know how to play around it because it's not meta, so they don't see it. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You know, that's your opinion. If you have any advice for it, aside from 3 terraforming, because in all honesty, terraforming actually can brick in this. because you activate them from the deck. You don't search them. All you have to do is open one field spell, and the entire deck is set in motion. If you have any critiques, give your reasons. Other than that, this was Triamids. I hope you enjoy. I hope you grew a bit of a respect for them, because they're actually pretty fucking good. And I will see y'all in the next one. Farewell.